This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Star Wars Knights of the Republic 2, The Sith Lords. In the last episode, we went inside the Jedi Temple and found a whirlwind of information absorbed into our minds. We found out that because of us being on the planet of where during the Mandalorian Wars, perhaps our super force sensitivity or our ability to force bonds caused a rift in the force to cause a wound that we keep siphoning into because apparently we have a hidden hunger that we're not aware of. That's why we kept gaining levels and getting such mad skills, yo. We were killing these people and absorbing their powers, especially with the killing of Sith and other force sensitives. We become even more powerful, and so yeah, we found out that's why we've been gaining levels and everything like that. And Kreia knew this apparently this whole time. That's why she was helping us out. Perhaps that's why she was with us as far as we have. But now, despite everything, despite us wanting to let the Masters shut off our power so that the Force wouldn't be hurting anymore, Kreia came in to intervene and killed the Jedi Masters by utilizing our hunger, and I guess we absorbed them or something like that, but they're dead, so almost no allies left that are, and the Jedi Council is basically dead. They're all dead. I mean, if there's Jedi around, they're in spits and pieces, but I mean, technically, if you want to call us a Jedi, sure, but, you know, we're in exile, so, yeah, that's the death of the Jedi. All that's left are the Sith. Well, I guess technically, I mean, Atris is still alive, so there's one left, but she has Kreia now because she went with her, which means, oh, that's not good. If she kills Kreia, we're dead, too. So we got to go after her and save her, mainly for light side, we're helping her because, but for selfishness reasons, I'll die if she gets killed because our link is still strong and we haven't broken it because of my bond is so strong with her for some reason. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention last episode, but Kreia's not on the team anymore. I think she's gone for the rest of the game, actually. She'll never join. Oh, I guess maybe that would have been a bit of a spoiler, but she doesn't join our... I mean, it's already happened, but she no longer joins our team. That's it. She's gone for the rest of the game in terms of joining our team, so maybe hopefully you took all our equipment off. It's not really that big of a deal. This game isn't like... Kreia didn't have a unique equipment that I needed on my person that I would be lost without, so that's fine. But, yeah. What else can the game throw at us other than that big old bombshell? Well, we gotta save Kreia, if not for ourselves, then for that bond we share, not just the Force bond, but just the bond of master and teacher. But, alright, Atten, let's finish this question we asked. Sith?
Are you surprised? All that talk of hatred, manipulation, and standing on your own 2 feet? Sorry, you don't get any more Sith than that.
Still, if we were all judged by who we were in the past, I don't think you'd understand who we are now.
Well, I think we're going to T-List, Sith plan attack T-List, everything will be decided there. Oh, how do we know that? I guess because she's there, or Kreia's there, or whatever? I don't know, Kreia, I mean, yeah, when she talks about manipulation and all that, but you almost thought that maybe she was just trying to be neutral in the affair, because no matter what path you go on, she always tries to steer you towards neutrality in a weird sense, like, you know, no extremes or whatever, but yeah, now that he talks about it, kind of makes sense that she's a Sith-like, if anything, like that. Atris will execute her.
Yeah, she will, if she can.
Oh yeah, Kreia apparently is, well, I don't know if I'd say straight up powerful, but she's quite manipulative. Maybe she's already got some allies inside Atris's fortress that we're unaware of, because heck, throughout the whole story, she manipulated BioWare, she manipulated Vaklu's lieutenant and other such people that we thought we had killed, that she used her power to regenerate. She's been doing all this stuff behind the scenes, but for what reason? She said it was to help us or something like that, but I don't know about that. Kreia's a Sith, and we're going to T-List. Kreia's a Sith? Oh, is it just repeating the same? Okay, I guess so.
Still, if we were...
Kreia and I are linked if she dies.
Yeah, I know.
Well, what do we do now? Well, I guess we have to... then we're going to T-List. We have no choice. The Sith are planning to attack T-List. Everything will be decided there.
That's what I was afraid you'd say.
Is something wrong? You look troubled. I can feel it.
I think the scene is different depending on your conversations throughout the game. I guess I've had more with Disciple than I have with Atten here. But this is the... As far as I understand, this is the scene of the romanced character, basically. In female exile path, it's Atten or Disciple is your options for a romance option if you wanted to, or whoever you have the most affinity with. I don't remember who comes up if you just don't. I think Atten comes anyway, even if you don't choose any options with him at all. Because I don't think there's a neutral character that pops in no matter what. If you're male exile, it's either Visas Mar or Handmaiden. But since I'm female, it's only the boys in this case. If you're male, it's the two lucky ladies there. But anyway, thought I'd just clarify that. Something wrong with 12, I can feel it. Can you? I doubt it. I don't doubt it. I fear I've been influencing you all without realizing it. I don't want to talk about it. Leave me. Can you?
That is an odd answer. What did you mean by it?
Why are you following me? Do you understand why you attack who I attack, kill who I kill? Yeah, except just me telling you to. Do you ever wonder why you're with me?
Never. I believe in what we are doing, what you are doing. I'm here because I choose to be.
I guess it also explains why some of the good characters would all of a sudden just become dark side, depending on your choices of them. Despite them, most people, it's really hard to change people's mentality when it comes to certain things. Like, you have to be either really persuasive or certain crap has to happen to them. But in this case, we kind of manipulate. Well, I guess Disciple was already good, so he didn't have to do much manipulating there. But you know what I mean. But how do you know?
I simply do. There is nothing I can show you as proof, except give you my word. Something happened within the Enclave. What is it?
When they can form connection to the Force is why others fall to death. This is a wind of the Force. As long as I live, that will never be healed. All the deaths I caused in Malachor have caused the death of the Force. Everyone around me. Don't want to talk about it. Yeah, you could easily just end this conversation, but why wouldn't? I mean, if you play this game for the first time, I really strongly suggest not just canceling the conversation, because this is supposed to kind of reiterate certain things, have someone to bounce the ideas off of, stuff like that. So, I learned that I can form connections to the Force, and that's why others follow me to their death.
Then they do not understand you. That is the danger of being a Jedi. When one separates themselves from others, chooses to lead a life of isolation, denying what makes them a feeling being, it is easy to make such judgments. And such judgments, I believe, are made in ignorance. There is no danger in what you represent, other than your humanity. You change others, but I do not believe it is due to the Force. I believe it is because you are a natural leader, and because you feel connected to the people around you. Where they look at you and see the death of the Force, I look at you and see hope for all life. And that perhaps a life lived without the Force is not the punishment it is believed to be. I will understand if you feel you must go alone. Ask that you do not. Instead, take strength from your connections to others. Do not forsake them, as you did in Exile.
Who is there?
Who I am is not the question.
I am Atris, Jedi Master, the last historian of the Jedi, the last of the Jedi.
Those are titles, words you cling to as the darkness falls around you.
You are that which has attacked the Jedi. You are Sith.
Sith is a title, yes, but like you, the title is not who I am. It is not what I believe. For you, it is different. Know that there was once a Darth Treya, and that she cast aside that role, was exiled, and found a new purpose. But there must always be a Darth Treya, one that holds the knowledge of betrayal, who has been betrayed in their heart and will betray in turn. You have bathed in the knowledge of the Sith, but there is not enough truth in such teachings. But it will be a step for you.
How did it happen?
Search your heart. It was never battle that called to you, never battle that caused you to fall. Alakor 5 has touched many things, and it casts its echoes still.
Why did she betray me?
You betrayed yourself. Do not blame the Exile. And unlike you and I, there is still a chance that one may be saved, the one that you cast out.
Where is the Exile? I had thought...
Oh, she will come, but it will be too late to save either of us. It is such a quiet thing to fall, but far more terrible is to admit it. Your mistress awaits. She has much to share with you.
Yeah, it looks like in this final leg of your journey, you have to do this all by yourself. As far as I know, you can't put anyone else in the group. Let me double check really quick. I don't think we can put anyone else. No, it says the slots are available. I think, well, maybe you can do it by yourself. But yeah, look, Krea's out of our own league there. So, who do we want to bring for this? Yeah, let's bring Goto. Could bring Disciple since he's the one who talked to me here in the first place. So, oh, we are okay. It does say unable to change. Okay, it just said slot were available, so I wasn't sure. So, all right, so we are by ourselves. Yeah. So yeah, I kind of wish one of the few I don't know to say issues, but you can tell Krea mentions that she was basically she was Darth Traya, one of the 3 Sith Lords, I think. The other one is Darth Sion. And then the other one has been mentioned, but I don't know if Visas ever told us what his actual name is. Yeah, Darth Traya the Betrayer, huh? And she talked to Atris about falling to the dark side, apparently. Apparently it was just subtle enough, and maybe she's talking about her taking her place, basically. But yeah, one of the few story issues in the game is I kind of wish, despite her short interactions with Atris and then going off on her own, I kind of wish there was a bit more with Atris and showing her fall, or description. Kind of just, she talks about stuff, and then at this point, then you find out that she kind of just fell without realizing it. And it's like, shouldn't it be a bit more? I mean, yeah, sure, a lot of people can become dark side in a lot of stories without realizing it, but it's not like she was straight up murdering people and all this other stuff. But yeah, if you need last little bits to like get any extra, stats or items or stuff like that. But I'm trying to remember. I think through the rest of the game, we're pretty much on our own, except for a few scenarios, which we'll get to whenever that is. Oh yeah, I think I grabbed everything there, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like that maybe that's supposed to be another big twist, is Atris was actually Sith-like in the beginning because of her mentality about things and hoarding all the knowledge for herself instead of trying to like find the Jedi Masters and get them together and other such things. Yeah, I guess everything's still empty from last time. It's pretty open, too. There's, like, no handmaidens around. Have you noticed that, folks? That there are none to be seen? I wonder where they all went to. Gray did say something about Atris having to meet them all, but... Oh, yeah, I never did try to beat that one handmaiden in hand-to-hand combat because I was keeping my levels low for stupid reasons. I found out later on, during the play of the game, that to get my... I was basically keeping my levels low to try and unlock the upper extra class and maybe just max out on that, but I found out you can only get that when you hit level 15, so that's one of those few things I had forgotten in the game, and basically I was purposely making my levels low throughout half the game because I was an idiot. Oh well, yeah, there's nothing else here. No people to talk to or anything. It's just the Exile and her confronting Atris and Krea. We don't know otherwise, but we as the viewer know differently. I don't know, yeah, I feel like maybe Atris could have had some more scenes in between planets or something like that to kind of get that big, like, moment to occur or something like that. But it's still a twist that she had fallen so long ago without her realizing it. I guess the explanation is given as maybe because of us and the wound that caused her to slowly turn, and the fact that we apparently betrayed her, which I assume what that meant was that we went off to war, and that was a betrayal of her trust. I guess
I'm trying to remember if she was a master to us. If that's what her. I thought we had multiple masters though. It was like her, the dual bladed guy. I forgot his name already. And actually, I think it was just those two. But I guess we were really close to her, and us leaving to go find the war, considered that betrayal, and that hit her harder than we or anyone realized. So where's Kreia, Atris?
She said you would come here to this place. If you think you can defeat me here, you are wrong. All this collected knowledge, all these teachings of combat and the Force, they're mine to command. And if I must use it to end you, I will. Surrender. You need not die.
Why do we need to fight each other? For what reason? Don't kill Kreia, because if you kill her, I die. That's the only reason. I guess there's an option here that says you fall into the dark side. It's like, what? I mean, we didn't even have a conversation before to just go click with us going, oh, you're dark side too. We always say that because we're aware of it from the dialogue options with Kreia and her. I mean, other than killing Kreia, what's the big dark side thing about her, though? I must be missing like a few. I mean, hell, there's no handmaidens left, so maybe she killed them all. I will not fight you, surrender. I will spare you. You must fear death for you to beg your life. So, words are cowards and a Jedi prepare to die. You fall into the dark side, Atris. Surely you see that. Atris must be stopped. Yeah, I don't know how we're sensing that, but whatever. I forgot how this conversation goes if you're dark side. I think she still falls anyway. It's just a point of who now will be, like part of the Sith or dark side or whatever. But let's try to be pacifistic about this thing. We've already absorbed too many people to our bodies, gained too many levels, gained too much XP. I will not fight you. Surrender and I will spare you.
Surrender to you? Never. Let us end this.
Of course not. All right, let's go with the final battle against Atris. For the first time, for the last time. Let's see. Where's empathy or enlightenment? Let's activate enlightenment, and then that's it. We won't have to do any of our other powers because that'll beef us up pretty good. And we beat her.
Kill me. End this.
Yeah, that was pretty pathetic. We beat her in like one flurry blow. Whew. Anyway, I will not kill a helpless opponent, Atris. Yeah, you think the fight would be more epic. I think it is, maybe at certain levels or certain builds, but no, we beat her that easily, so oh well. I will not kill a helpless opponent, Atris. After everything you've done, I will not let you off that easy. I mean, she did a lot. She did 89 points of damage, so if we kept going, she would have eventually hurt me pretty badly, so I do anything to let you off that easy. Very well, prepare to die. Well, obviously not. We're light side, I will not kill a helpless opponent, Atris.
I did not expect mercy from you, here at the end. After all that has happened between us.
I'm trying to remember if you have the handmaiden here, if she joined you anyway. But, okay, folks, before I continue on, just to let you know that this last little bit, I mean, there's still quite a few episodes to go. This is when the game gets a bit choppy, as it were. Have you noticed that we've, like, certain elements seem to not being, like, put into dots here, or how characters aren't joining my group or actually participating? We're not even done yet. We still got bits more to go, where we're going to find out over the course of the next couple episodes till we hit the end of the game. You're going to notice pieces missing through a lot of the story and how it kind of rushes from the next one to the next. And this is what happened when they were forced to release the game earlier than expected. Now, there's still, even if you get the restored patch, this ending's still like this, but there are a few scenes in between, if I remember correctly, and stuff to kind of piece together certain bits and parts. But yeah, unfortunately, this is where the downside of the game comes from. And for those of you who dislike the game because of that, I can't really blame you because of that. But we'll play along and try to piece everything together without the game having to do this. So, but yeah, well, you were my master or my friend. I forgot if she was supposed to be our main master. I think she was. We have greater problems, Atris. There have been enough killing. This is where we are different. I need an answer. I need him now. Actually, I was lying. Prepare to die. Prepare to die. We have greater problems, Atris, and there has been enough killing.
If you will not kill me, then what will you do?
So that's how you got fallen down to the dark side. You kept getting secret whisperings for these holocrons, corrupting your mind slowly but surely. What happened to you? Can you tell me where the Sith are striking from? Tell me where Kreia is. What happened to you?
This knowledge of the Sith and the Jedi is what I am. It is my attempt to hold on to the past, to try and protect the future.
But you fell because you're trying to save all this knowledge. I guess what they say, power corrupts absolutely. I was thinking, let's see, I think perhaps we've both been guilty of such things. It was not your responsibility. Sith knowledge is forbidden, and there's a reason it's kept safe. That is why you gather these Sith relics. I think perhaps we've both been guilty of such things.
Once I was a historian, the chronicler of the Jedi, and when both wars passed me by, I was determined that I would not forsake battle again. In some part of me, I knew I had made choices, compromises, but always for the sake of the Republic, of the galaxy. To do what you had done, at times, did not seem so wrong.
Hell is the path to hell is paved with good intentions, it seems like. It did not seem so wrong. It never does. It never does until you realize you've lost your connection with everything else. Everything that occurred at Malachor, everything that occurred in the war was because there was no other choice. Can you tell me where the Sith are striking from? Tell me where Kraya is. I've heard enough. Prepare to die. They always give you the chance to do that. Yeah, it does. Yeah, we could still go with our option that there was no way to just go away from that event. It was going to happen no matter what. Even if we weren't there, another Jedi would have been affected by it. I feel like we're more trying to agree with her, or trying to make her feel better with the top option. It never does until you realize you've lost your connection with everything else.
You're right. The Jedi were all that seemed left to me, and yet I had become so far removed from them that I betrayed them.
By gaining that knowledge, and I guess letting this I don't know if she really tells the Sith. Maybe it's because of the holograms the Sith found out about it. It's hard to say, but anyway, can you tell me where the Sith are striking from?
You always knew where they were striking from. You always knew. These Sith are spawned of you. Spawned by the Mandalorian Wars. All those deaths. All those Jedi. Their power is to feed on life, until nothing is left except a hollow galaxy, echoing with the screams of the Jedi lost to us.
So we know where they're attacking because of us, but we didn't actually know where they're attacking. What? I assume it's because if we actually try to focus or something, we would know. I mean, we already know the explanation of why they exist because of the wound and all that, but we don't know where they're striking from, like the actual leaders, unless you consider a different type of striking from, like the shadows and whatnot. But is that where Krea's gone?
Yes. I had thought she was awaiting me at that place, but I see now that she lied. It was not meant for me, but for you. She has gone there. She is waiting for you to travel to Malachor 5, to finish what you started.
Malachor 5. It all began there, and it all ends there. How apropos. What I started, what happened to you? Well, we already asked what happened to you, so... what I started.
Yes, you are an echo in the Force. A hollow space where it has been wounded. It takes a great act of destruction to create such emptiness, but it can be done. It creates places where the Force is difficult to hear, and difficult to find one's way, and you carry it with you, always.
Is this kind of like a, not a metaphor, is this kind of like not a reference, what word am I thinking of? It's supposed to be, not an algorithm, I'm trying to think of the word where it has to, like, be, like, they're trying to use a different excuse or a different explanation to explain something else, like all these killings, maybe, you know, similar to something like PTSD, or just the wound on your soul from killing all these people, you know, that conscience, you know, other such things. Like, it's just, like, it's similar to that, like, in real life, that type of thing. I think that's what they're going with, but what does this have to do with Kreia?
Now she seeks to create another echo, a wound in the Force, greater than the one before, greater than the one you caused. It will deafen all touched by the Force until no life is left. You were strong enough to withstand it once, but few have your strength in such matters, especially if they are unprepared.
Why would she want to destroy all life with the Force? Kreia doesn't seem like that extreme for some reason. Does she just want to destroy the Force in general and life to go on? But unfortunately in this universe, the Force kind of is life. You can't just like stop it, you know, that type of thing. Yeah, exactly. Why would she do that?
I do not know, but she needs you there. If you choose not to follow, she will murder herself at the heart of Malachor, and you will die along with her.
Threatening to kill herself because it'll kill me. The classic move. Now, if Kreia is Sith, why would she do such a thing? Kreia is Sith, and she is strong in the Force. She would not forsake it or threaten it. I guess she just wants to... Who is Kreia? Exactly, who is Kreia? Well, we know, but... why?
You're important to her somehow, but I... But I do not know for certain.
But it sounds like the way, I mean, the reason she doesn't want to initially do it without us being there is because the whole idea that we formed not just the Force bond, but over the course of the game, we've gotten to know her and her us, and she's gone to, I don't know, maybe care for us, I guess is the word, maybe. It's hard to say, maybe respect because of what we've been through. It's hard to say, but yeah, there is something there. That's why she didn't want to just do it without us being effective there. So let's see if our persuade's high enough. If you know, tell me.
She is willing to sacrifice herself at the heart of that graveyard world for you. A choice others have made in the past. A choice I wish to make. It is because I care for you, and I suspect that you alone hold that place in her heart where nothing else lives. And that is why you are the only one who can stop the destruction to come.
They all care about me. They just didn't explain it very well that they did. Man, having feelings is hard, and expressing them is even more harder. I thought it was supposed to be harder for men to do that, yet in this game it's all the women who had a hard time, like, really showing it, you know. Huh, what a twist. If Kreia is Sith, why would she do such a thing?
She seeks the death of all Jedi, all Sith, and the death of the Force. It is madness. It is impossible. But she believes you are the key.
Yeah, death of the Force. Wouldn't that kill all living beings in the universe because of our ties to it, despite people who believe in it or not? I mean, that's what I thought of when they described the Force. But death of the Force.
There are places in the galaxy dead to the Force where nothing lives, where the echoes travel forever and do not reach their destination. And these places may be created, even from the simplest of events, the slightest of motions. One person, at the right place, at the right time, can change the face of the galaxy, or end it.
That's possible. How could I not tell she was Sith? But why would I matter?
You're important to her somehow, but I... But I do not know for certain.
Oh yeah, we did that before.
She is willing to
do a different option there.
And that is why...
let's see. Let's go with that. Death of the Force. Yeah.
There are places...
It's kind of weird how sometimes the game has looping options and stuff like that. That's impossible. How could I not tell she was Sith?
Because the Force had been stripped from her, as it had been torn from you. At times, I wonder what we would be if the Force was taken from us. If we would truly be Jedi or Sith, or simply human.
Well, I guess in this world, even regular humans who don't have Force abilities tend to have the Force on them, or are enwrapped in the Force in some way, even if they don't actually do anything with it. So yeah, to be truly stripped of that which gives life, wouldn't that make you like undead or something like that, like a zombie or a vampire, or I don't know. I never really even thought about the idea of the Star Wars universe dealing with the undead and stuff like that. Why would I marry? We don't know that. How could she bring about the death of the Force? Oh wait, she already said that. Never mind. I think we're just gonna keep looping if we don't go on. So okay. Why would I marry? Okay. I've heard enough. This matter is finished.
And what will you do with me now? Abandon me here on this dead world? Or end my life as I wish to end yours?
Why? I mean, yeah, I betrayed you, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't think they do a very good job of, like, explaining her true hatred for... I mean, when we meet her, you can kind of sense it. I don't know. Maybe I just wanted a bit more scenes with her or something like that, but I think that was it could be a combination of things. It might be the writer and the ending being chopped up a bit, but anyway. Let's see. What do we got? Let's do with the nothing except end your life. I shall leave you here to those holocrons. They are Sith, and they do not abide failure. Oh, that's cruel. You must return to your prison, Atris, and lead the battles to those who have the strength to fight them. I guess she's a historian who just couldn't go out to fight. You know, she did say that earlier about forsaking battle. You'll answer for your crimes before the council, and then you shall return to your prison. There's no council left, dude. They're all dead. Oh, well, whatever. I need you to see what you become and turn away from it. I will do nothing except tell you that I am sorry. I do not realize... Okay. Will do nothing except tell you that I am sorry. I did not realize that the Mandalorian Lord would hurt others that had known me and cared for me.
It does not matter. Not now. It is what I did with such pain that caused the wound. But I thank you. Leave now, while you can. Save Telos. Save the galaxy. Save yourself.
Well, what do we have here? I didn't believe it when Lino reported the Ebon Hawk at dock, but I guess it really has. Though given the trouble we've been having, maybe I shouldn't be surprised to see you. Lieutenant Gren, Sith forces have breached the module and are attempting to pen us up in the compound. Damn! Zeron, I need you and your men to break through and lead the assault. With pleasure, Lieutenant. All right, follow me.
Well, folks, looks like Atris has been left to her prison, and no matter what we could do, I don't think there was really any way to truly save her. Perhaps she'll find penance, or someone will judge her. It's hard to say. But now that Telos is being attacked by the rest of the Sith fleet, or whatever is left, we must use our forces and abilities to save this place. And yes, Zeron from Dantooine's here for some reason. We don't have an explanation, other than he's here. We never talked to him about coming here. You know, you see what I mean, game? About, like, or people about how certain plot devices are not being put together properly. Like, it's just happening. We're just at the end now. So, but anyway, we got to save Telos, and before we can go on, because even though we're light side, I think even dark side we have to do this as well. I could be wrong. But as light side Jedi, we need to still do our duty to help those who are being attacked by the Sith. So on the next episode of Star Wars Knights of the Republic 2, we'll save the colony of Telos, fight back the Sith, and finally take down the Sith who's been chasing us through this whole game. So continue to watch as the ending unfolds. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. And may the Force be with you.